Hello guys, today we'll be doing the Dragons season review. Anyways, let's get it underway. So first up, they came up against the Cronulla Sharks at Netstrata Jubilee, where they played alright. They were down 14-0 at half time. Adam Clune scored their first try of the season. They weren't that bad in this game, the Dragons. Cronulla were pretty good. Next up, against the Cowboys in Townsville. A Ben Hunt field goal in half time basically sealed them the game. If you want to see. Was it Ben Hunt? No, it was Corey Norman. But Ben Hunt scored. Corey Norman kicks a field goal in half time to put them in front by 7. Next up in Wollongong, they absolutely thrashed Manly. 38-12. Manly were not good this time, which they were horrible the whole season. Dragons, they were very good. It was freak. They were better in the second half, in my opinion. So yeah. Next up in Newcastle, Dragons beat the Knights by 9 points, and they were down. There was 7-6 at half time to the Knights, and they were up 13-6, and they looked good. But Dragons, for a good second half, won 22-13. Up in Parramatta, one of their best performances of the year, in my opinion, at Bankwest. They were up 18-0 at half time. Isaiah Papali'i scored, keep the Eels in it, but overall the Dragons were going to win this from the start. They won 26-12. Next up, in Cogra, was against the Warriors, where they played alright. In my opinion, I think they could have done better, but I think Warriors were too good. Next up, the annual Anzac Day clash at the SCG. They played the Roosters, and they were pretty good in the first half. It was 16-6 at half time. The Roosters ran away with it, winning 34-10. So they lost 2 games in a row now, the Dragons. They need to find something, and they lose to the Tigers in a pretty good first half performance. They lost. It was a pretty scrappy game, but the Tigers got the win. And yeah, next up, against the Bulldogs. Good win by them, good win. They were up 28-0 before the Bulldogs got points. They were not going to win. They were up 6-0 at half time. They were pretty much it. No. Against the Storm in Magic Round, I went to this game. The Dragons first half, they were down 14-10 at the break, but they played very well. They had a man sent. They had a man the Tyrell Flumier, who was sent off in the 13th minute. It's a send-off in the 12th minute. So they played 68 minutes or 12 men. They were at 11 at some point in the game. So, putting that, they played good in the first half. The second half was bad though. Now a really bad game in Cogra. No one watched the highlights. Between the Sharks and the Dragons. 2 tries all, but the Dragons don't know how to hit 1 goal conversions, I guess, or something. I think they were down 6. I think it was 6-2 at half time to the Sharks. Anyways, next game against the Tigers at Bankwest. They were down 18-0 at half time. The Tigers are gonna win that game the whole game. You can probably tell. Next up in Cogra, They were leading 24-18 at the break. It was a pretty nice game in the first half. The Dragons really ran away with it in the second half, scoring their highest points in the whole season, 52. 9 tries to 4. Next up, against the Bulldogs, they got smashed by the Bulldogs. Oh no, Queen's birthday. That was really a downtime for the Dragons. Then they went on to beat the Raiders 22-20. A very nice win for the Dragons, in my opinion. Pardon me, but I think the Raiders were the favourites to win this one. So, yeah. Next up against the Warriors, they were down 12-6 at the break. Warriors scored one more try. It was 18-6. But it was 18-14. Ramsey scores on the sideline. Then Corey Norman misses the goal, but then he kicks a field goal to win Dragons a game. Round 17, they had a bye. Round 18, against Manly, they were up 14-12 at the break. And Manly ran away with it in the second half, 32-18. Next up on the Gold Coast, where they got smashed by the Titans, 32-10. They were really bad in this game. Next up, round 20. Also, they had a barbecue that ended their season, basically. Against the Rabbitohs, they conceded 50-14. Very bad for the Dragons here. I think that's the most points I can see in the worst loss of the season. So, that kind of sucks for them. Well, next up, at Seabus Super Stadium, the Raiders beat them 20-12. They had a pretty good first half. They were beating the Raiders in the first half, but the Raiders were killing it in the second, won 20-12. Next up against the Panthers, they played alright. Against the Panthers here, they weren't that bad. At Suncorp, Cleary returned for the Panthers. This isn't a full-strength episode, but they had Nathan Cleary in the third, which one Panthers were in. Next up, in Toowoomba, was the Roosters and the Dragons. I didn't really see this game because I was waiting for the Broncos and the Warriors after, but judging on how the highlights went, they played alright. In the second half, they lost 40-22, so can't really say good either. In Rockhampton, this was a great game in Rockhampton. And I think the Dragons were up 20-10 at half time, 20-6 most of the second half. But the Cowboys came out in the second half and put on a clinic, scoring 28 points in the second half, which is crazy. And finally, on the Sunshine Coast, the Dragons losing to the Rabbitohs. The Dragons were down 20-0 with like 20 minutes to go. Tyrell Sloan got a double, getting them, and then Ravalawa scored, and it was for the difference, but the Rabbitohs held on till the final minute and won. Very nice. So that's my Dragons season review, guys, and my thoughts for next season. So for next season, the Dragons have Moses Mbai, Francis Moeller, Aaron Woods, Jack Jurgevsky. They have some other players, I think, but I don't know where to put them. I put them in like 14th. Dragons finishing 11th this season. But anyways, that's the end of my season review, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time.